Welcome to another edition of RCUW-TV, where we interview partner agencies and individuals making a big impact on our local communities. This show is brought to you by the Lake Havasu Resource Alliance, and today my wonderful guest is David Lane. How are you doing today?
Doing great. Thank you for having me.
So David, I kind of wanted to give a background about how the Lake Havasu Resource Alliance started. So how did you come about knowing about the Lake Havasu Resource Alliance and getting us all together?
Sure. Well, what happened originally was we had people that were reaching out to the city saying, how do we help? And there were a lot of social media posts. I monitor the social media posts here in town quite a bit. And I saw where people were wanting to help, and then there was also people needing help. Mm-hmm. And I thought, wow, I don't know all these people that are offering to help. There were some great people that I did know that were doing some great things, but there were some other people that I did not know. And with everything that's going on in the world today, I'm thinking to myself, we really need a reliable, trusted source so that the people that need help would have a place to go, and those that want help know where to go. So I was talking to Kyle Sheehy, the mayor, and he says, well, that's funny that you bring that up, because we had a phone call from one of our local restaurants here in town that wanted to make a large donation to help people, and the city can't accept donations like that. That's just not what we do.
Right.
So we said, well, why don't we see if we can start something up with our local nonprofits? So we talked about it, and we thought, okay, the best nonprofits that we could, to get where we could reach everybody, because if you have too big of an organization, mm-hmm. things get lost in the weeds. Mm-hmm. So I reached out to River Cities United Way, to you, because we know each other, and we have a past relationship, business relationship, and which I had with everybody that's in the Alliance. So reached out to you and reached out to Linda Seaver at the Havasu Community Health Foundation as nonprofits that help people. Well, then also reached out to the Lake Havasu Area Chamber of Commerce and the Better Business Bureau, because they have the relationships with businesses.
Right.
So having those four organizations was a great mixture. And I called each of you and said, hey, this is what we're thinking of doing, and what do you think? And all four of you, exactly the same thing. Absolutely, what do I need to do to help? So we got together, we had a meeting the next day. We all got together for a meeting, and the LHC Resource Alliance was born.
And what do you think the impact has been so far since we started this alliance?
It's the impact on our local businesses and the people that live here. It's absolutely amazing.
Indescribable.
Indescribable is a good way to put it. I was talking about this on the coffee with the mayor the other day, and every month the mayor and the city manager do a coffee where people can call in, and they invited me to be in this time and talk about the Resource Alliance. And I said, we have 175 success stories between residents and businesses on how our resource affected them, where businesses were able to keep the doors open, mm-hmm. and families were able to pay their bills and put food on the table. Mm-hmm. It's absolutely amazing what's happened. Just take the food bank. The Havasu Community Health Foundation also runs the food bank, and over 375,000 pounds of food
have been distributed
this year. That's a 57% increase over the same period of time last year.
That's a lot.
Just since COVID happened. And one of the things that's really cool is those people that are stuck at home, mm-hmm. the elderly, those that can't get out, the handicapped. We're doing home delivery from the food bank.
Yeah, and checking on them and making sure that
there's somebody there that they know they care.
Yeah.
And that's really, really important. As Linda said, that they are getting a nutritious meal every day.
Yes.
So the impact is phenomenal, and we're not giving handouts, we're giving helping hands up to help people get through this.
Absolutely.
And that's what's important. It's in order to qualify, because everybody that needs help has to fill out an application that is vetted through you and your board, and or if they are getting donations from the Havasu Community Health Foundation, they go through their people, but everybody has to be vetted, and it has to be a need that's been caused by COVID-19. We're not, if you're from Jamaica, we're not going to help you pay your water bill.
Or Phoenix.
Or Phoenix, we're not going to help you pay your electric bill.
All the money stays local.
100% of the money stays local, and
Yes.
there's no overhead.
Absolutely. And we do help our surrounding areas as well with the same concept, so to speak, because we cover a large jurisdiction. So we cover all of Mojave, La Paz, even Needles, and Laughlin, Nevada. So we have a huge area that we cover, but all the money that's raised in Havasu stays in Havasu. All the money that's raised in Kingman stays in Kingman. And Havasu has done a significant job of raising funds. I mean, we've raised over $69,000 here alone to help 175 people.
And so,
and businesses.
the good part is, we meet every week, and we go over our budget. How are we doing with funds? And here 2 weeks ago, we were down to less than $5,000 in the bank.
Yeah.
And we thought, oh my, that's right when
the second wind came.
The second wave, however you want to refer to it. But the governor was closing businesses again, and people were hurting, and they needed the help. And so, how can we raise funds? What can we do? And so, I've been on Speak Out on KMTR Talk Radio quite a bit, talking to people, just getting out in the community, and not just myself, but all 5 of us are reaching out to people. And we had quite the fundraising. I think we have close to 20,000 in the bank now.
We do.
Which is just in the last 2 weeks, which is phenomenal.
And there were so many people who came forward, and thank you so much for helping our community, because we did get over 20,000 within a matter of 2 weeks to continue this process, continue helping people. And you have the Better Business Bureau, who's also doing their grants and have kind of loosened up a little bit of their strings so that they can also help businesses. So it doesn't matter now if you have the PPP loans or if you've had any other help, you can also reach out to the BBB and apply for their grants as well too.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. And that was Friday, the Better Business Bureau announced that even if you've gotten help from other programs out there, you can now apply for the Main Street Matters grants, and that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So if you're wanting to donate or you need some help, please contact us at 928-855-6363 or 6333, or you can reach us at rcuw.org. And I have one final question for you, David.
But
go ahead.
I want to bring up one other thing.
Yes.
During the month of August, Kiwanis of Lake Havasu is doing a fund and food drive. So if you want to donate, you can donate through Kiwanis as well. A&B Supply, they have a donation box set up, and the Colorado River Building Industries Association, they have a box set up. I guess A&B Supply is over on Mesquite. And
what kind of donations are they looking for?
Food for the food bank,
okay,
or dollars to help people for the Alliance. All the donations are coming to the Alliance.
That's amazing.
Rotary just gave us a big check.
Rotary just gave us $6,500.
$6,500
earmarked for businesses so that we can help local businesses stay in business and help in whatever financial needs we can expect from them. So a lot of it varies with how we're helping different businesses. And so it doesn't matter what the ask is, just write in, fill out an application and put it in there how it would best benefit you. And we're taking a look at all those considerations of how we can better help and how we can minimize the impact to the economy and to businesses altogether.
Absolutely. So Rotary gave us the check, so now Kiwanis is stepping up and they're doing the drive for this month. And some of our local real estate agents have stepped up, written large checks. Our restaurants, and just everyday people. My neighbor just gave me a check for $500 last week that I brought in.
Yeah.
A friend of mine who owns a business in Los Angeles.
And your group got together and gave out donations as well.
We did. And the interesting part, my friend owns a business in Los Angeles. He saw my Facebook post and wrote us a check.
That's amazing.
Which is amazing, to help people here in Lake Havasu. So it's a wonderful thing.
It's trending very well. And I did just do a video that announced a lot of the donors and the givers, just to give, some shout outs to everybody who has impacted us over the last couple of weeks. So be looking for that video. And then finally, one of our biggest attributes for United Way is that we are out there helping our community with all the nonprofits and the programs that we have in this community. So the last question is, what would Havasu look like if the programs no longer existed here?
Oh my goodness. It would be a sad, sad place.
It would.
We have so many nonprofits here in town, and people helping each other, and River Cities United Way is a big partnership in all of that. And not only are they helping, but they actually help fund other nonprofits. So, and this year is going to be a tough year with a lot of our fundraising efforts, like the Balloon Festival and those things, are being canceled by the organizers. And I totally understand why they're doing it. A lot of the sponsorships are having a hard time. So people can't afford those large sponsorships, but they can afford the smaller sponsorships.
Yeah.
And gosh, if we didn't have people helping people, it would be a tough thing here in Lake Havasu, and a sad place here in Lake Havasu, because we are out here kind of all by ourselves. So we have to rely on ourselves. You've heard me say this before about, the rest of this country is tearing itself apart.
Yeah.
People are fighting in the streets, and there's just mayhem everywhere. And here in Lake Havasu, we're helping each other. We're not fighting each other. We're helping each other. A couple months ago, we had a small protest. Some people wanted to get together to voice their opinion, and everything went very smooth. There was nothing was broken. Everybody maintained what they were supposed to do. So those that wanted to exercise their First Amendment rights got to do that, and the people that exercised their Second Amendment rights got to do that. And it was all done peacefully. But that's what Lake Havasu is. We're a community that comes together when times are tough. And if we didn't have organizations such as yours,
all of ours together. It's the collaboration of our community.
It is true. It is a big collaboration, but we are on River City's YouTube channel, so we have to talk good about River Cities United. Right?
We do.
And so all the organizations are wonderful organizations, including yours.
Thank you, David.
Thank you.
So that's just what it is. Havasu comes together when times are tough. So
Havasu strong.
Havasu is strong. Havasu strong, and we keep on going. So for those of you who still want to reach out and you want to help, keep these programs alive, again, you can reach us at rcuw.org, or you can reach us at 928-855-6333 and like and subscribe.